Hello and welcome to another Raggy's homebrew video. So, first time ever brewing Muntons Taproom, and it's their limited edition coffee flavoured porter. Grow Higher Hund. I'm not sure what that's about, or Ground Higher. God knows what that's about. It's Muntons Taproom anyway. So I've just lifted the top off. Bugger to get off. Make sure you use a knife and prise it. Don't use your teeth. Hurts. So all you get is the tin, yeast, and instructions. Obviously, for those who are new to the world of brewing, please use your instructions. For me, yeah, it says it only comes in a single batch. And there's foreign stuff on there as well. Yeah. Okay. So here's the instructions anyway. All pretty self-explanatory. Told you to put the thing in there for so long. 1 kilogram of Muntons light spray malt. That's the only bit that really interests me. If in doubt, read them bloody instructions. If you've done brewing before, you'll already know that it's mostly stuff you've already done before. So there we go. It makes 35 pints. So I need to just double check what 35 pints is. So 20 litres, so not quite 23 litres. Okay, dokie. So, and you know when you get these, get a bloody tin opener that's good, because I don't know if I'm doing it the right way or what. Feels like I'm going the wrong bloody way here. No? Shit tin opener. Oh, God's sakes. I told you these raggy beer review things, you know. Oh, God. An old-fashioned tin opener that does the job. Look at that. No messing about. Fuck. Yep. I think we're nearly there. Just get the rest. Yeah, looks like we're there. Wow, that was a lot of messing about, gotta be honest. And there we go. Big, obviously thick, gloopy. You would call it a mess. So we're going to pour it in. So obviously, smell the coffee. Really smell that lovely coffee coming through. I'm going to use a bag of sugar, normal bag of sugar. If you want, you can use what they want. They want you to use their brands because it costs more. And it supposedly delivers a better beer. You know, it is what it is on that side of things. So as you can see, it's going in nicely. I've already boiled the kettle once. So I'm going to, I normally put 2.5 kettles in on a pour like this, a brew like this. Because it's 20 litres, I may actually do only 2. Ooh. Right, let me just knock that off. There we go. It would have been better if I'd have warmed it up beforehand, but hey ho, can't win them all. There we go. So, pour that in there. And then get the second kettle on the go straight away. And I'll tell you what, the coffee is coming through. If there's one good thing about Muntons, they do some amazing kits. So let me just make sure I've got a stirrer. Plastic stirrer. So because I haven't warmed the can up, I'm going to go up the inside of the can several times, because obviously all this malty stuff that's in the can is the stuff that makes the beer, in grand, so now I'm going to hopefully pour this in and not get burnt. In some ways, that's actually a harder way of doing it. I know what to do. So, I needed this anyway, but it's a better way. Yep. Pour in the beer. So that's easier. Oh, I can really smell it now. And as you can see, it's pretty damn clean now. That shows up on camera. The new winter warmer's tasting amazing. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to chuck in a bag of sugar. I'm not going to go any higher than 1 bag. This is for my friends to drink, so they don't want it too silly. So, here's what it is. And so, just a case of waiting now for the kettle to boil and then get rid of some rubbish. So yeah, 35 pints. The kit itself cost me 12 quid from Creative Winemaking over in Ilkeston, basically in Derbyshire. Basically, yeah. Outskirts of Nottinghamshire, we'll call it. So a really easy kit really, because like you say, yeah, get it up to 20 litres, leave for 5 to 8 days. Like I say, if I'd have put it in hot water first, like it says there, it would have been a bit more, easier to pour out. Hey ho, always want to do it the hard way. So just waiting for this to do. Then give it my best bit of stirring, as you do. Good. I'm good at stirring, apparently anyway. But yeah, first time trying this, they had a watermelon sour. That would have been interesting. I'm not brewing this for the Raggy Beer Festival over at in July. I'm going to brew this for drinking a bit quicker, as you do. So that's in there. Quickly whiz that in there, not too much. Put the rest in there. You can really smell the coffee coming through on this. Here we go, and as you can see, it's absolutely crystal clear in there now. I don't know if you can actually see it's crystal clear, but I can see it's crystal clear. So that's that. Smells nice. Tastes nice, so I've had it right. So this is obviously an experimental Muntons release. They've only done it once, they won't do it again. So a coffee porter. I mean, my wife, you know, she likes coffee beers, but she doesn't. What they tend to do with coffee beers is they make them a bit too coffee, too strong on those elements. So it's had a good stir. There's no resistance. You know, if you've got sugar in the bottom or malt, you know, make sure there's no resistance. And yeah, it's looking good. So like I say, that if it was 23 litres, I would have put 2.5 kettlefuls of water. But at 20 litres, only 2 kettles is enough. Depending on how big your kettle is, mine's a standard size kettle. I think it's 1.7 litres, so that's basically 3.4 litres of boiling hot water. You can do all, you know, if you was doing it for the first time, I'd say get yourself a thermometer. And just make sure it's not too hot for your yeast at the end. And there we go, we're going up now. It's an easy brew, it's, you know, it's just a plain coffee porter. I've got literally about 98% of the malt out. There's a bit that's drained down the side, a little bit. And that's the only problem. I should have, you know, and I never do it, but I should have. And I haven't got my hydrometer. I don't know where the hydrometer is. But because I'm not playing around with it, I know that it says 5%, so we'll go with that. You know, if you was experimenting with extra sugar or, you know, other things, then you would hydrometer read it first. We're just above 16 now, so 2 more should do it. literally in a couple of weeks I'll have a beer. Well, at least the first tasting, as it starts to get warmer, you know, now your water is important. Water is the most important. In Nottingham, our water's pretty flipping damn decent, you know. Although the Severn Trent are absolutely, yeah. Let's not go down that route. But unless you work for them. There we go. I've just gone slightly over 20 litres. I'm going to give it a pour. A stir rather. It's nice. It's just slightly less than lukewarm, which is perfect for the yeast to go in. So, here's the yeast. Packaged in a protective atmosphere. That's interesting. Not the most interesting yeasty label in the world. And funnily enough, no scissors. So here we go, scissors. So I've already got it a good mix up. They've just come from the dishwasher, so they are sterilised to high heaven. You know, good thing about having the dishwasher, I suppose. So yeah, there's the yeast. Nothing overly exciting. Yeast is yeast. There you go. You can just see it. Pour the yeast in, and that's it. Oh, it's got a beautiful coffee aroma coming off. Now I'm going to try my best not to turn the bloody phone off while I'm talking. There we go. It did it the other day and it turned itself off, and it's so annoying when you're doing brewing. And there we go. So 20 litres, as you can see there, of coffee porter. Muntons Taproom. Limited edition series, beer number 2. I don't think they're going to do any more of these. I don't think it's worked out as they planned. Coffee flavoured porter, roasted, bold and smoky. 35 pints. Cost me 12 quid. 35 pints for 12 quid. Factor in the quid extra for the sugar. So 13 quid. So you're looking at 35 pints for 13 quid. So, you know, literally about 35 to 40 pence a pint. And if it works, then wow, you know. It's all about, homebrewing's all about making beer that's comparable to stuff that you get in, you know, in pubs, or at least near comparable. At a price where you're not paying, and when beer now is minimum of $3.30, and I know this because I drink in pubs, $3.30 upwards, and that's at the moment, and I can see it going up. So, you know, to be able to brew it for that price, wow. And there we go. So that's it for this Brewing with Raggy. I've got just there 2 Easter brew kits. Now I'm tempted to brew them separately, or I'm tempted to brew them both together. Put them both in the same brew and get the hydrometer out and see what the reading is, just out of curiosity. They cost me 9 quid. This cost me 12 quid for one kit. That was 9 quid each for them kits. So 18 quid, but they're already 6%, and you don't have to add sugar. So these could make a big chocolate stout for my wedding vows. So I'm tempted to brew both together and just go for it. See how it goes. Technically, they should get to 12% because it's 2 6% beers, but I'm not sure if that works. So it's going to be interesting to see how the math works on that. But I would think about 9 or 10%, maybe a bag of sugar chucked in, because it can take it. Them kits can take it. But anyway, back to this kit. I'm going to come back in a few days, see how it's cooking, and give you a few updates. Cheers.